The world is being affected by the digital age in different ways, such as education, work, communication, and even family time. The digital age is rapidly increasing, yet we only see the slight changes. We are now able to do more at once as we are slowly evolving to.
In this documentary, you will see the rising effects of technology and how to prevent them. So, is the digital age slowly taking over? The demand for gadgets in the UK has rapidly increased, whereas the original gadgets such as a TV remote, alarm clocks and even home landline are all in the age of extinction and being replaced with phones, laptops and even tablets.
We are now able to do more simultaneously, with the average person carrying at least 3 gadgets on an average day, and 89% of the British public have or use a mobile phone.
How many gadgets do you carry on an average day?
One. Around three-ish.
1 or 2. What gadgets are you carrying today?
An iPhone. Phone, definitely my phone.
The UK is obsessed with gadgets, and in 2014 and 15, the top 5 gadgets were announced. Mobile phones,
From Apple smartphones to Sony Androids.
tablets,
So iPads, Nexuses, netbooks.
smart TVs,
It is possible to have a TV smarter than you with this pocket burner.
laptops,
The ultimate comeback with Chrome and Ultrabooks, gaming laptops and even 2-in-1s.
and even cameras.
The new releases by Canon, Nikon and Fujifilm make having a compact or professional camera worth more for their money. Although these items may look appealing, what their boxes do not tell you are the effects they are having on young and old people. Young people are affected when it comes to their education. Their whole work ethic relies on technology, but their school performance can decrease.
Younger people are obsessed with technology. It's through their mental obsession and overuse of studies and media time. No wonder time spent on fixed internet has increased by over 2/3 since 2008.
I interviewed Head of IT and Journalism tutor Cheryl Smith on how she thinks students are being distracted by technology.
Technology is used in classrooms a lot more now. It can obviously have its negatives. Students engaging with text messaging or Twitter or whichever social network whilst they should be concentrating on lessons. I think it also has an impact in terms of concentration. I think in the 14 years I've been teaching, I think I've seen a difference. Classroom sessions where there weren't so many distractions. There wasn't YouTube in the background and phones beeping constantly because there's a message come through. For students in classrooms, I think the main source is definitely the mobile phone. The mobile phone does a lot more than it ever did. So everything that a student would want is on their mobile phone. People are actually realising that it does detract from what they're trying to do.
Machines are seen as a new 1%, and in 20 years' time this could increase. I caught up with Tom Phillips, a media technician at Pendleton College, to get his opinion on who and what technology is affecting.
I think technology affects the public in a good way, also in negative ways. But positive ways are like it helps people to stay in touch, helps people communicate. Things like Skype, if people are long distance, that's definitely a good thing, whereas you're not spending hundreds of pounds on long distance calls. I think it affects the public in a negative way though, because I think we've become too reliant on technology and we're starting to lose the ability to do what we used to do with our hands or with our eyes or with our ears. I think technology affects young people more than older people, because I think they assimilate to it at a younger age, they grow up with it, and the barriers to the learning of that technology are removed because they just get used to it as you go. The older people who have grown up with a particular way of doing things, suddenly technology comes out and they're like, what's going on, how do I do this? If you're now growing up with it, it's just a way of life and it's sort of built into culture nowadays.
Communication within families is now being affected, with parents wanting to spend more time on their phones than with their children. I caught up with Candice Sabanda, who explains how communication is rare within her family.
My mom, she's addicted to her phone. She'll be on Facebook for like 2 to 3 hours, or WhatsApp. Because I could be sat there trying to have a conversation with her and I can tell she cannot even hear me at all. Don't get to talk as much because I'm either on my laptop, my mom's on her phone, my dad's on his phone, so there's not a lot of communication.
So, from what you have seen today, it is safe to say that the digital age is slowly taking over.